Mango Bay, Mango Bay.
Mango Bay.
Mango Bay, Mango Bay, Mango Bay, Mango Bay, your Mango Bay.
For the exclusive content, don't forget to join our Patreon at patreon.com/mangobay.
Mango.
Bay. And you said Lincoln was gay. I don't know if Lincoln was gay.
I think Lincoln was gay, dude.
Really?
Yeah. He used to go to the town hall, do a lot of speeches, you know?
What?
If you know what I mean. I think he had his own type of Lincoln log.
Went to the town hall with his Lincoln log.
Oh, yeah. His little Getty's worm coming
So
out.
he could John Milk's booth.
John Milk's booth on some hoes, dude.
That's what the whole Civil War was about.
There was a Civil War, but there was a Quiver War, which is
Yeah.
his legs as he was getting fucked in the butt.
Oh, God.
Though he was playing the war of homosexual aggression down south, if you know what I mean. Down south. What's up?
Mango Bay
It's fucking
podcast.
Mango fucking Bay and this
How we doing over here?
biatch.
How we doing over here? I'm your boy Pranav. Haha. This is my boy Usama stands up.
This
We
is
are
the
two.
one-stop stop for South Asian recklessness.
We are just two best buds here, comics in New York City,
making it happen.
and making it happen.
Making the wild shit happen.
Yeah.
Thinking the wild shit, coalescing into one hard dick.
And now we can say that we're both actors.
Oh, yeah, bro.
Okay, you can say we're both.
My boy
actors.
got a little...
We can't say that name
Oh.
yet, but yeah, I got a one-line speaking role.
Let's just say it rhymes with Ma and Glordle.
We will talk about it after the shoot.
Let's do it. Proud of you.
Thank
Is that your
you.
jungly story of the week?
No, it's not.
Oh,
It's
shit,
not.
dude.
But first of all, Patreon, guys.
Oh, yeah.
Remember to fuck with us on Patreon. We got hours and hours and hours and hours of bonus content. That includes topical news clips, Mango Bay Roast the News, bonus episodes. What else? Mango Bay, Mango
So much,
Bites.
dude, I
I mean,
can't
there's
even
just
tell you.
tons.
If
of
you don't
stuff.
know by now-
we're throwing a lot of other random stuff on there
Yeah.
too. It's just
Yeah, bro.
it's a good time on there.
Dude, if you don't
so
know-
fuck with us on there. Let's shout out a couple Patreons that we got here. We got a small little handful. We got Jay Dayal.
Love it.
Hello, Jay. We got Meg Ravishankar.
Ooh,
Love that.
That's fucking, you gotta have the hand motion with that.
Oh yeah, that definitely. Dhaval, he was a guest, so never mind that. He's trying to find his own Patreon.
Oh, shit.
We got someone named SS.
Sure. Nazis, we love them.
Yeah, exactly.
Even Nazis are welcome
Not
here.
loving the sound of that. Parota Babi, another one.
SS is okay. Okay.
We got Aditya Nag.
Ooh. Okay.
And then we got Yash Amin.
Sure.
We love you
Aditya.
guys. Thanks for fucking with
Thank
Mango
you.
Bay. We fuck with you. We love you. Stay with us. Jungly story of the week. Let's get into it. This is a very mild jungly story, but this is just about my own jungly ways sometimes. So 2 weeks ago, I met a girl that I liked.
Right.
And about 2 weeks ago, I was at a party your girlfriend invited me to. Okay. I don't know if I'm allowed to say that. Okay, sorry. Shit.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, okay. And also a great mutual friend of mine, collaborator of mine on another project. And she invites me to this party. And as soon as you get there, she invites me to this really dope chick. Like, really cool girl, super cute, exactly my type. And it turns out she recognized. She's like, "Oh my God, are you from Mango Bay?" I'm like, "Yeah." So I'm sitting there, and I'm kind of drunk, though, at this point already. And I already look like a gunda because I'm wearing this big, fluffy tiger jacket.
Love it. And you're Pranav.
And I am my way, I guess. And so I'm making all kinds of ribald jokes and just being who I am and
It's a
bouncing
party.
around.
It's a party.
Bouncing around. But she's laughing and we're having a good time. Like,
I mean,
hey,
how we're bald? Are we talking like, hey, let me just like
let me see your ass. Some dumb stuff, you know. It was a bit. And so I'm like, hey, we got a vibe here. I'm thinking. So I go out to go get some beers for me and my friend, and I come back. And I said the thing. I see some chocolates. I'm like, hey, I'm gonna give this girl some chocolates.
I love it.
I like her. You know, it's Valentine's Day coming up. So I was like, hey, I know you're about to leave. Just want you to have these. Happy Valentine's Day. I think you're cool. Let me give you my number in
Very
case you
smooth.
want to hang
Very
out.
smooth.
Type in my number. Type in
Oh,
my
smooth.
name, and I'm thinking, yeah, it's gonna be on. You
Boom.
know, she's feeling the vibe. Don't hear from this woman.
Okay.
For
Maybe
two-
are you like in your feelings like maybe it was the cum guzzler joke?
No, I'm not. I had forgotten about it. But
Okay.
I was thinking at the time, like, I'm definitely going to hear from it. 3 days later, I get a DM from her on Instagram. She's like, hey, it's the chick you gave chocolate to
Boom.
the other night.
Boom.
You gave me the wrong phone number. You forgot to add a number to it, and you misspelled your own name. But despite all that, if you want to link up sometime, I'm down. Wink emoji.
Tell me which alley you live in, and I'll be there.
She's like, tell me which kennel you reside at, and
I'll just follow the sound of the trash fire.
Yeah. And that was and we did end up meeting.
How did you do that? How did you? You just drunk.
I don't think I wasn't even that drunk. I think I was just like in a
You're
zone.
just playing a smooth game.
I was just like in the zone, and I just did that, and it was stupid.
I called you, and a woman named Kumkum answered. What the fuck was that about? I was trying to
let
sex.
my mom do all the groundwork. True tard moment on my part.
I love it though.
But we did end up meeting up.
Okay.
Had
Well,
an amazing
tard.
time.
Women love tards in their souls. They want to, help.
That explains the Pete Davidson thing. Right?
Yeah.
That's like
he's like a drug-addled tard.
Yeah, he's just goofy and hapless, easy to control.
Let me help you get sober, but also learn your timetables.
Exactly. Teach you how to tie your shoes. No more Velcro for you, Skeet. So I did end up winning the day eventually because I had to basically start all over with an
You always
actual
do, bro.
date.
Come on.
I
keep telling you, bro. I mean, dude. Woo. I mean, you already know, but
listen.
this guy,
No.
dude. And then when he hits different colors, it's like it's fucking over. Everyone go home.
I got the aqua shorts back too.
Everyone go home, dude.
Yeah.
This is like, I mean, dude. He's got 3 colors on, dude. Color blocking.
So that is my jungly story of the week.
That's so funny because you're pretty on the money guy.
Yeah.
I've seen P, at parties. P's always like the hit at every party. Like everyone wants to be with them. Everyone wants to hang out with them. But one time, I remember, it's so funny.
Stop projecting. You're projecting. That's you.
No. Well, we're both very fun guys.
Yeah,
We're both very hot.
that's
But
true.
I see you from that end, and you see from your end. All of course. There's no ego here. Yeah. But I remember seeing one time I walk in, and I remember seeing P like surrounded by literal force. Right? So it's like,
Oh wait, what party was this? I remember what you're talking about.
I walk in.
This is Samir's birthday.
Pranav is like last suppering, right?
Yeah.
But it's all his hoes, and they're all force.
Oh yeah,
right, dude. This is
I
not the
remember.
main disciples.
Yeah. I
And
was
he
very
was
drunk.
He was owning court. He was doing what Biggie does in all his videos.
Yeah.
Except
They were forced.
They were all forced.
Well, listen, that wasn't on me. I was super drunk that night, to be fair. And I did not fuck any of those girls.
and I'm not saying that's where you live or
No,
that's your style.
no.
But it's so funny because I walked in with my boy. I see you kind of like got the 2 arms around, like you're told like there should be this is a terrible Brooklyn bar. It looked like Cristal with sparks coming out was coming there.
Well, you know what happened that night is there was a couple real jungly bitches who I was just like, I was
these
never,
fours were sitting like they're in the video. They're doing
yeah,
that thing.
they were
sitting like
they were after it, and I was like,
It's
no.
like a cock
But
off.
I blacked out that night, which I rarely do. I blacked out. And I was with 2 other comics friends,
Yeah.
Sharia Mattis, Kelly Bachman, both super legit comics.
with
Check
some
them out. They're
names
great
now.
people, right? And apparently this one girl came, scooped me up. She had a nice body.
Yeah.
And basically she like tried to put me on her back of her scooter, which is a death trap for both of us because I weigh more than the fucking scooter. You know, it's going to topple over. We're going to die. Kept trying to get me to go. Took me home, and then I was too drunk to fuck her anyway.
Right.
And then I just told her to leave in the morning. But apparently they were like, we were worried you were going to get sexually assaulted, which was a well-founded fear. Like I was way
Also,
too
they're not
drunk.
really forced, but okay, we're just joking.
I mean, they were, you know.
Because you're now using names. Now you'll be like, hey, they're not actually
Well,
forced.
Kelly and Sharia are not.
They weren't even
They're
there.
not the
They're
ones.
good. They're
Yeah,
gorgeous, yeah.
they're the best.
That person who you took home, when I see her around in the scene, I'll say hi to her, and she's like, she's funny. She's like, you're not gonna get peas scraps. I'm like, dude, you just call yourself scraps in a very self-aware sort of way.
Yeah, they're not my scraps. You started as scraps. No, I'm kidding, of course. But
It's all beautiful. It's all beautiful. We're just being ribald, of course.
yeah, she's fine. But yeah, it was a problem. It was a problem. I remember that.
Nothing is worse than when you cannot fuck because you drank. Because I mean, it's the great irony, right? You drink, you get
And that
more
gets
cool,
you, yep.
you get more horny, and then
Yeah. I mean, I was like blacked out though. Like I didn't even remember
No.
even coming home.
I remember one time I saw you blacked out. It was at your house. We were like having a good time. You don't like games. You don't like card games and stuff. That's not your
Oh,
thing.
yeah.
And I remember
This is Thanksgiving.
Yeah,
couple
yeah,
years
Thanksgiving.
ago.
We were like playing with me, some other people. We're all like, "Yay, card games!" And P was like, "Dude, this is gay." Right? And then P, I remember P like so drunk, he was like just like in a fetal position, rolling around.
I was like, I got my own game.
It's called
Don't Puke.
Stop, drop, and roll, and bleh. I mean, it was like he just got born from Hagrid or something. Hagrid just gave birth to him. He's just like rolling around.
I was enjoying myself.
Afterbirth. It was great.
It was like an amusement park.
But it's like P when it's on his highest level on the fucking drunkenness. He becomes a kid again.
Yeah, I do.
And here's the thing: if you're gonna fuck when you're drunk, here's a couple of things, dude. Do not pee before. So if you come home, don't pee because that takes away the boner. I think the pee.
Interesting. Use a piss boner to make sex happen.
The piss creates more of the sponge tissue.
Wow.
Trust me on this.
No, I get it.
Trust
I get
me on
it.
this.
It becomes turgid with
a
piss.
lot of times you fucking pee out before you pee out your boner.
Interesting.
You pee out your fucking boner. Keep the piss because the piss is going to create the initial turgidity. Also, foreplay quick. Because a lot of times when you're about to fuck, when you're drunk, that first boner doesn't last too long, right? So when you get that first boner, fucking make it happen.
Make it happen. And if you got to piss on her tits, I guess that's what you got to do.
Just a liquid boner.
Okay, anything to preserve your sexual ego. You understand?
Sure. Don't suck.
Don't suck.
Don't be the guy who's like, this never happens. It does always happen.
It does happen. And it does happen to everybody.
It's fine.
It's fine. Sometimes you piss on a girl by accident.
Anyway, we got a Brown of the Week.
Who's our Brown of the Week?
Today's a fucking awesome one, dude. I like this guy.
This kid, 16-year-old.
I feel like you're looking at me.
Praganananda. Ramesh Babu
You know what's so funny
Praganananda.
about South Indian names is that I feel like you can take any English word, add some South Indian sound, and it'd be an actual South Indian
Yeah,
name.
it totally would.
So any word like weightlift, weightlift Ananda.
Yeah, Ananda. You can just add a couple Anandas.
Ananda.
This guy's got a couple Anandas.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right? Praganananda.
Praganananda.
It's almost like God was stuttering when he came up with his last name, you know?
It's like the Indian Batman song.
Yeah.
Praganananda. That's what I'm saying, dude.
Ramesh Babu.
Any English word, add some dangalavras.
I love this kid. He's 16 years old, South Indian kid. Beat the grand champion of Grandmaster. Why do they give them these Ku Klux Klan type titles for chess?
It is all like Grand Wizard
yeah,
of
Grand
chess.
Wizard of Chess or whatever. It's just like, can you just say champion? Number one
Also,
in the world?
Hey, white goes first.
Yeah,
You know
yeah.
that? White always goes first. You can't change it up.
Yeah.
You can't make black go for never.
That's the thing about this guy. He beat the number one champion in the world, Magnus
he went on
Carlsen,
black.
and he was played as black, which means he had to go second, and he just destroyed him. He cleaned him up. And the best part is he did it at like 3 a.m. on his time.
Bro,
he was like
3
tired.
in the morning, and then he also had like a tilak on.
He had a tilak
he
on
looked
his head.
fucking. His third eye was going.
His third eye was up.
like knight to c4.
Yeah.
Krishna was coming down. We're not gonna lose this time, bitch. Shiva was there, like, hey, trust me, I know this guy.
Dude.
And then Magnus, this motherfucker, who's first of all the best chess player in the world. That's world's ever seen.
Second. Okay, second.
Love it.
Hello.
He lost, and this guy's like a world champion 3 times over or whatever. And he was like, actually, it's because I was recovering from
Yeah,
COVID.
I had COVID a little while back.
And so it's really tough for me. Shut up.
Shut the fuck
Shut
up.
up, you bitch. You
Shut up.
lost.
This kid's 16 at
Yeah.
3 a.m.
Yeah.
Okay, it's past his bedtime.
He was listening to
parents are strict.
fucking, Atif Aslam
Yeah.
beat your bitch ass. Dude.
Yeah, the best part of this kid, Pragananda winning is like, how did you celebrate? He's like, I just went back to bed. I just went back to
You know why?
sleep.
Well, eating at 2:30 is not
Yeah,
healthy.
yeah. He's like, exactly.
You know?
He's like, I couldn't eat dinner at 2:30 in the
I
morning.
already ate his ego.
Yeah.
So I'm full. This guy is a fucking badass.
Yeah,
dude.
he's a fucking little badass kid. I love this kid.
It was COVID. I was coughing.
Yeah,
I could not play. I could not play.
It's like, just be real about it, dude. You were a
lost.
teenage chess champ. You lost to another teenage chess champ.
It's okay.
It's great.
It's okay. You're 31.
You know, show some love.
It's okay. He did not.
He did not. He had
I'm
none.
saying.
But you know, when you're into chess, you're probably like a fucking huge prick.
Nobody in chess is like, man, that guy's fun, dude.
Yeah, nobody's just like, because you're just like, and it's weird being a genius at maybe the most inconsequential thing on earth. You know, it's not like you're curing
and
cancer.
before you fuck somebody, you're like dick to C1 or whatever. You know, it's fucking,
Yeah.
fucking weird things like that. I don't like chess players. In
Pawn
general, I
takes
knew
the queen.
Oh, that's a pawn indeed. That's a pawn indeed.
Truly a
That
pawn.
that ain't a rook.
That ain't a bishop.
Damn.
And it ain't no king.
Ain't okay.
Man, but I look at this Praganananda kid and I'm like, this is just the picture of South Indian excellence. You know, he's all
100%.
scrawny and he's just sitting there and he's all happy too. And then he's got the talak on his forehead.
I mean, not just like it's like a full on unibrow.
It's like a unibrow.
Like, bro,
It's like an ash
They give him
unibrow.
like a fucking it's a screen.
Yeah.
Dude, third eye. They gave him some third like contacts. They gave him some third like glasses. Bro, Jesus Christ, dude.
More like Jesus Krishna.
Oh boy.
Okay. Yeah.
Well, I thought if it was sideways, it's Shiva.
He's
If
a Shiva.
vertical,
yeah.
it's Krishna, right?
Yes, correct. Good.
Come on,
Good.
man.
Love that.
Come
Hello.
on, bro.
Hello.
Dude, I'll be learning, dude. I'll be learning everything. Anytime my friends are smart in something, I want to learn it.
That's true.
I love learning about the thing my friends know. Like, I hate Guatemala, but Devin knew about it, so I'm like, all right, when did they revolutionize? Fuck, man. I just need to learn everything, dude.
It's a good tendency.
I love it. I'm reading some Chomsky right now, actually.
Okay.
Understanding
that's good.
Power.
Yeah.
This guy, this is what I love about, I know we're not supposed to digress, but real quick
we
thing.
can.
So, the smartest guy in the world who talks like he's not the smartest guy in the world,
Oh, yeah.
that's the smartest guy in the world. Anyway.
Absolutely.
Chomsky speaks like a normal guy.
That's very true.
It's the most
Chomsky,
unbelievable thing.
Very plain spoken guy.
So fucking smart.
That's why a lot of other like intellectuals, like continental philosopher types, don't like him, is because he's just very clear and very lucid about
motherfucker
his
is
ideas.
fucking poignant and he's fucking brief. Oh.
And think about him. He's actually a linguistics.
Yeah.
Professor.
he's like spring
But he's just
breaking.
macking. Yeah, he's like
spring
macking on
breaking into
politics and like global
Yeah.
politics and all that shit. I mean,
That's like if Viola Davis started stand up and was just amazing at it.
yeah. Which
okay.
probably she might be.
She might be. She black.
You know?
Y'all know. So Praganananda.
Praganananda.
Dude, Manananda. Yeah, I feel like he's like, how do I pronounce my own name?
Yeah, exactly.
This is a hard one. I don't even fucking know.
Yeah, he finished last in the spelling bee, surprisingly. But everybody on Twitter was like, fucking Tendulkar.
Yeah.
Was like, you're the man, bro. You're the man.
Because Indians love the brain the most.
They love,
you know?
they
love
worship the brain.
thinkers.
They worship the brain.
You know, so these guys are like the highest level of
Absolutely.
respecters, the thinkers. And
Absolutely.
That's why India's the best, bro, because we have put the value on the shit, the right
know.
shit, dude.
Totally.
And this guy, it's amazing that this guy, because Magnus, you look at him, he's like this sort of like big little beast, right?
Yeah.
And I love that this Indian guy's small. He's like a little diminutive.
Yeah.
Indian man.
He's just a kid.
He looks like us when we were
He's a
growing
boy.
up, you know, and
He's
just
a boy.
you know.
The tilak, the glasses.
The tilak.
He's just like a good boy.
He looks like he needed IV fluids during the match.
Yeah.
You know? Like this guy's.
I mean, the headline should have been "Very Good Boy Destroys Grandmaster
Norwegian
at
racist.
Chess." Yeah.
Grand Wizard. Wow. You know he was at the back of the cross burning that night. He was just like, I'm not feeling it tonight, guys. I'm not feeling it. You guys go on ahead without me.
I had COVID a while back, and you know, it's like every time I tried to think, I was like, bitch.
What is it about European accents that makes them sound like they're always tending to a boo-boo?
Yeah,
you know
exactly.
What I'm, saying? I'm going to the market.
Going to the market.
I'm just going to the market.
This little Swazi brown creature took
Beats me in the
advantage.
chest.
I mean, listen, it was 3 a.m. for this kid.
Bitch, get out of here. That's COVID times in just your brain.
He's like, yeah, then I woke up my parents and told them, nobody in the house gave a fuck, really. He was like, yeah, then I had to wake up my parents and tell them, and they were like, go back to sleep.
So good.
You know?
I think we should change Magnus Carlsen's names to Trojan Carlsen.
Trojan Carlson.
Small dick. Small dick, not big. You suck.
To
Anyway.
Diaphragm Carlson. To Nuva Ring Carlson.
You little cock ring, bitch.
Oh, man. So what's going on with you, dude? How you been?
I'm doing all right.
You've been on a fucking run with the acting
little
gigs.
bit, bro.
You know?
A little bit.
You had the Sex in the City thing.
And Just Like That.
Just like that.
We're
You had
doing
some
it.
big booming speaking lines
doing
everywhere.
it. We're doing
and
it.
then Inventing Anna.
Yeah, bro.
This is the guy, by the way. He worked with Fortress to start up Blade. It's my favorite part. It's my favorite part.
When it is bad acting.
Yeah, it's
when it is,
very
not,
good. It was
it's
very
a moment
good.
that isn't real.
No, it was very good.
But
it was the writing.
That's who he would be.
Yeah, exactly. It was the writing. It was like,
You know what I'm saying?
He started Blade. Pulls out the card.
Because
Blade.
wait, there's a scene for context. I'm a helicopter vendor, and they introduced me as the guy who runs this company, Blade, and immediately I just take out a business card and say Blade. Right?
Blade.
Which only is the highest level of douchebaggery. Like you just name yourself as the company that you are. It's insane. It's an insane level of.
Dude, I loved it.
I loved it. That's what I'm saying.
I loved it. I loved the scene, the next scene too,
Yeah.
where you're dunking on Anna Klumsky, and you're like, yeah, you could never get on one of these planes. You could never. My best but favorite part, and you know this, you've addressed this a little bit, is that your name was Ron Wheaton.
Yeah.
It's like sometimes the representation goes a bit too far.
Yeah.
Representation can't mean like, hey, we're all just white now of different shades. You know?
If you're gonna go Ron Wheaton, might as well name me David Duke.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
exactly.
saying? Just call me David Duke.
That's exactly. Just give him. Just be like, hey, my name's Saddam Hussein.
Yeah.
You know,
Hey, this is the CEO of Blade, Adolf Hitler. It's like, yeah, okay, great.
Ron Wheaton.
Ron
though.
Wheaton. The joke I made was that Wheaton sounds like another word that rednecks use for farming.
Yeah.
Which is just literally what it is.
It sounds like an off-brand cereal, Wheaton, like an off-brand Wheaties.
Yeah. They don't have
You know?
Tiger Woods. They have like like his brother or something who just
it's like unnecessary levels of representation. It reminds me of how they have an emoji of a white Sikh woman in like a turban. I'm like, that doesn't happen. That's never going to exist. You know, I used to make a joke where I was like, guys, this emoji right here, the devil horns, doesn't need to come in brown.
Sure.
Okay, doesn't need to come in brown. Nobody's doing that. Okay, you don't need that emoji.
Also, the white turban guy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
with the blonde.
Well,
the blonde
the
hair?
Mango Bay Twitter account has the white woman with the turban as our Abby.
Who is this? Is this like,
who is that for?
Who is that for?
Yeah.
Who is that's only for like what's her name? Sinead O'Hennessy or Sinead O'Connor?
Who? Oh, Sinead O'Connor.
Sinead O'Connor, who like got bald. That's a Sinead O'Connor emoji. That's all she is.
Truly.
It's so dumb, dude. I mean, Jesus Christ. And I mean, what's next, right? Black Celine Dion. Like,
exactly.
We're gonna throw in different.
Exactly.
Like,
exactly. You know, 70s ball. You know, like basketball player. It's a white woman with a gigantic afro. Like, what's going on? We need to. It's okay to just. It's okay to be different, guys.
It's fine, dude.
It's okay to be different. We don't have to be.
Jesus Christ. Hey, and that new coming out, the Julia Garner pack.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? The Eat, Pray, Love pack of emojis. It's insane. It's an insane thing.
It's a very Dolezali way that we're going now.
It's a sort of like left wing chaos where they're like they don't know what to do.
Yeah.
So they're like, I'll be woke here. I'll be woke here. I'll be woke there.
I just feel like if they were going to call you Ron Wheaton, on top of your line about Blade, you should be like, hey, Ron Wheaton, adopted. Boom. Solved. Problem solved.
Right.
You know?
Ron Wheaton. I'm white.
I'm white.
Don't be fooled.
I'm actually white.
I'm actually
just
white.
got back from Tahiti.
That's on my
Ron
business
Wheaton.
card. Yeah. White. Insane. I mean, here's the thing. They could have just said Patel. But here's the thing. What the truth is that role is that it's so small that they didn't bother changing it.
Of course.
That's what it is. They don't really give a fuck until the roles are bigger.
Yeah.
That's when the real power happens.
But it's just, come on, man. I loved that show, by the way.
It was fun.
You know, I thought it was great. I thought I liked it because you know why? Because there's just been such a string of like scammers, scammer shows that have been coming out. That the Tinder swindler, they've got one coming up about the Theranos woman, Elizabeth Holmes.
Theranos.
And it's like America's just a fucking scammy ass
love it.
country.
They love it, dude.
It's such a scammy country.
They love it, dude.
It's the whole thing. Fake it till you make it. It's just fake it and then keep faking it.
Bro, our real god is Andrew Jackson. That's like the American god.
Andrew Jackson,
the guy who like killed all the Indians.
Oh, that's okay. Yeah. Okay. Wow, you're going all the way back there. Okay.
Really did a jump there. Sorry about that.
That's quite a leap.
Blade. Sorry about that. Blade.
That was quite a leap.
Sorry about that.
In time and
Sorry about
logic. And logic.
When I said that, I was like, I'm about to have Pranav just jump on me, suck my nipple. He's about to suck my dick.
You subconsciously did that though, because you needed me to pounce. So what the fuck are you talking about?
Andrew Jackson, right here.
Blade.
Yeah, Blade. Every time I come now.
Blade.
Blade.
But I've been loving this run of shows.
It's beautiful. I mean, I'm working on it, dude. But here's the thing. At the end of the day, I'm still just being like, new jokes suck.
Oh, yeah.
New jokes
Of
rock.
course. Yeah, of course.
And, you know, I was going to talk about this, actually. Like, I was realizing, actually, this whole week, and we'll talk about this real quick. It's like the lack of mentors I had in this journey.
Right.
Because I've always been such a fucking, like, fuck people above because they're so up their own ass.
Yeah.
But I love the people, you know?
Yeah, I mean, we were talking about this earlier because I'm taking a class on the Upanishads now, right? And before I had been trying to learn on my own, which was somewhat successful, but it's nicer to have a guided, disciplined course. But I've always been the same way as you. Like, I've never had mentors. Closest I have to a mentor in comedy is you, actually. Right. You know, you were way more experienced when we hooked up.
Right.
And that's good, though, because it's like friendship and we're just doing it together. I'm just getting little tips here and there. I'm not following you around to shows or whatever, right? It's very tough for me to have mentors.
Well, I don't.
They also don't want me, too, because I'm such a jungly.
You know what it is, bro? And I realized this, is that me and you, we don't ever son ourselves to anybody.
It's true.
And I think to have a mentor, and I read this in a book by Robert Greene, the word, it's mastery. It's fucking amazing. Mentors need to be felt as mentors. Like they need. It's not just tutelage. Like, oh, I'm giving you.
Yeah.
It's not an egoless thing like that. It's like, oh, you must now worship me,
right?
As a harbinger of your growth.
Well, I mean, the whole system of like gurukuls and all that. It's like you worship the guru like God, right?
But in India, there's a better thing because the guru. It's like most Hindustani music and Carnatic music. It's all for the God too. So it's like even the guru has the God,
right?
And it's like, I really wish that, you know, in American culture, there's no real God like that.
Right.
So it's like, Dave Attell is your god or
Yeah.
something.
I mean, they can be pretty harsh, though. There's a great story in the Mahabharata about this tribal guy who was like stealing archery lessons from the Pandavas, and he was worshiping the guru Drona.
I want to see this on like a like at ABC the sitcoms where they have like the little pre-show commercial.
Yeah.
I want that. Dude, Krishna is stealing archery from the Pandavas, and
What's gonna happen?
and Shiva's pretty pissed. Next Thursday.
Anyway, Drona was like, "Oh, you've been stealing your education. Cut off your thumb." He's like, "Yes, I have to pay you my guru dakshina or whatever it is. I have to pay you, my guru. You're my god. I've been worshiping you with a little." He's like, "Yeah, you can pay me." He's like, "Give me your thumb." And then boom.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Whoa, God, same thing, right? I love you, God. Hey, give me your son.
Kill your firstborn.
Hey,
bitch.
that's pretty cool. Do you love me like that, or do you just like me?
Kill your
Do
firstborn.
you like me or do you
motherfucker.
love me?
Yeah. I mean, do actors have mentors? Probably they do, right? You have
Actors
acting
mentors.
teachers,
Yeah,
right?
of course, acting teacher. My Joanna Bexon was my
Jonah
mentor.
Bexon, yeah.
But instead, I've never had a true blue mentor.
Yeah, I mean-
I've never. No one's ever asked me to, and I want to think it's because I kill too hard, and it's like, yeah, fuck yeah, just you're too scared to be a mentor. But really, it's I think the energy that I don't give. I sort of like, oh, take me under your wing energy. I've never
I know.
had that. I've
and
always
I don't
liked
think
to
it's like
just-
an arrogance thing either.
No,
It's just a way of holding space, right?
And I think there's something detrimental there because these mentors would have things for me.
Yeah, they can give you things. You can
someone
open up
15
big
in,
openings,
right?
you know.
Would have things to give me. I have much to learn, right? So I think I did lose something. But I remember when I was a kid, I would be the same way, dude. I never would hang in the Bengali functions. I would never hang out with the older kids,
Right.
Because I hated what they stood for.
Yeah, instead you wanted to mentor all your own little underlings.
Maybe that's what it is. Maybe
You
I have my
know?
own. I have such a big ego that I want to allow
There
myself.
is an ego. It's not
100%.
arrogance, but there is an ego element to it, right?
I think ego. Most of it's probably ego, to be honest.
It's
I'm
a
like,
little bit of ego.
I don't like the idea of being under somebody.
Well, it's not just that, right? Because I don't mind that especially
Yeah.
if it's somebody who really
Right.
I value with their knowledge. I think there's also a thing
Right.
though for them though where they're like, okay, well this guy doesn't seem like he's that
Right.
vulnerable or in need of tutelage, right?
Yeah.
And there is a feeling of threat when you get comics who are a little bit bigger or anybody who's a little bit bigger, but they see there is a bit of threat.
Right.
It's a much safer space for you to take somebody under your wing who's kind of mediocre.
And they love you, and they,
exactly.
every ounce of joy is derived from you. and shit
Right,
like
right.
that.
They subjugate themselves before you ever have to, right?
And it's like you got to be like Oliver Twist, like with the small little
more
arms.
gruel,
Please,
sir. More gruel.
You're so funny, sir.
Please take me to the Hartford Funny Bone, sir. Please, sir.
You sports at this hell, huh? It's like they wipe their own dirt on their own faces. you
Yeah.
know? And I know friends like this who do that to great effect.
Right.
A couple of days of sycophancy, all of a sudden they're at the Seattle
I know,
Chuckle Fox
I know,
and
I know.
the
There's
Harvard.
I mean, there's like an element. I think there's a good element to this kind of like seeking of tutelage, and then there's a shitty one. And we're in show business, right?
Right.
So it's like it's very much just being a sycophant, right?
Sure.
You're out there sucking dick. You're out there licking the asshole, licking butthole.
not just sucking the dick. As you're sucking dick, you're like, this is so tasty.
Yeah, exactly.
there's
You're
like a
"Can I have
verbal.
some- please, sir, may I have some more butthole?
Can I also
Please.
get the balls
Yeah.
on the side?
It's pretty gnarly.
Some more. And then the mentor's like, more.
Yeah.
He opens it up.
I mean, it's a very tricky thing about networking, right? Because it's the thing that you have to do, but you always feel scummy doing it too, right? Like you don't want to go and talk to somebody because this person can do something for me.
Right,
That's always
right.
been my big block in terms
Sure.
of networking,
Sure.
right? I like to talk to people, and if it's very earnest and like sincere, and there's a natural connection or chemistry, then that's great.
Right.
But I hate the feeling, and I can smell it on other people too,
Sure.
right? When as I've had a little bit of come up in the scene too, of people who will just, hey,
Yeah.
and I'm like,
After a certain level, people will start like parkouring to say hi to you, right?
Right.
Like I remember one time this guy like would just never talk to me, right? And then after I got cell or whatever, his eyes got bugging out. The bug out.
yeah.
That's what they call it, a toady, by the way.
Yeah.
Because they're like, eyes are like, whoa,
Absolutely.
look at this. First Andrew
I
Jackson.
love it. I know.
First Andrew Jackson, which I think still, solid.
I have to go back because it still doesn't make sense to me. But Toady is
killed the
legit.
Indians.
Toady is good. Yes, he did kill the Indians. It's good. It's good. It's good. It's good. It's very good. It's very good. Okay, Churchill would have worked, but a lot of different kinds of Indians been killed by different kinds of white people. Intersectionality.
Boom. Of machete to flesh.
Yeah.
I think in going forward, I have to allow that sort of tutelage to come in because it's like there's still so much to learn.
Yeah.
And if I'm really about the skill acquisition of it, which I say I am, really about the kung fu of it,
Of course.
there's no reason to not have someone ahead. But then again, it's like, should it be someone physical?
Well,
Does it have to be someone physical?
I don't. And look, I mean, listen. And according to our own, the lineage of what Indian philosophy is, the guru is always within, right?
Right.
The Sadguru, the guru with inside
Sure.
is always going to be the teacher. Everything that you need to learn in this world, you can learn through just yourself. Right?
Sure.
The whole universe is contained within one human.
I
right?
believe that.
So there is that concept. Having said that, India is a place with many fucking gurus, you know? And it does help. Gurus are great. Mentors can be great.
That's what I said to Dave Attell when he said he wanted to write with me. I was like, sorry, I have my own Dave Attell inside me, dude.
Sorry, I'm relying on the Attell within.
The Attell within. Sorry, dude. Take a hike if you can, you fat fuck. I mean, dude, you know, it's always interesting because we're gurus of each other in a lot of
many ways,
you know, like, and again, it's not very like, you know, demarcated by any means.
Right.
It's always a flow of
It is
back
a plus.
and forth.
It's a friendship. Right? It's a friendship.
The same way, like Plato and Aristotle, I hear when Plato went out of money, Aristotle would teach.
Right.
And then he would get paid. And then when Aristotle ran out of money, Plato would teach. It was like this weird, like, kind of thing. And then, of course, they fucked.
Sometimes sometimes he was headlining, sometimes he was opening.
Sometimes he was giving the headline. He's opening. That's the thing. Is like there's a beauty in that when a guru can be a student, and a student can be a guru.
I mean, to me, that's the value of teaching, right? Is it actually can reaffirm a lot of your own knowledge and teach you see things very differently.
Right.
When you see things through fresh eyes, that's always where the best ideas come from.
Truly
right?
do.
The best ideas always come to me, and I was talking about this with Aditi, in like a hypnagogic state. You know what I mean? I'm between sleep. I'm just waking up. There's something a little bit off, and that's because I'm just very fresh.
Right.
It's the most fresh I can be.
What if you wake up? It's that between planes energy, right?
And so when you do have somebody, you know, lesser skilled or whatever, or newer than you as a novice, who you're then there to help teach or whatever, you can see things then through their eyes, and that can also help you, right?
I think it's important too to have that perspective, dude. If you just have the same, that's the thing they talk about is like, dude, the danger of mastery or getting to it is once you acquire the skills, you're like, yeah, I fucking got it, dude.
Yeah, when there is no mastery, right? There is no fucking mastery. You don't
get
get
to
to
the plateau where you think you have it together.
It's just a series of plateaus, and then you fucking die.
Oh, dude, the ultimate mastery.
Like that's it. You just fucking die.
Hell yeah.
But no, like we were talking about Praganananda, right? And Magnus Carlsen.
You missed like 5 ends, dude.
I did miss. I missed a significant amount of ends
the
there.
abridged version of
I'm
Mango
gonna get
Bay? What's
canceled.
this?
We're short on time, you know. I can't go full South
like
Indian with
13
the
more
name.
ends
I have
in
to
there.
abridge. Even he calls himself Prags. Okay. He's going all white on his name. He lives in fucking Chennai. You know, he doesn't even live here. Where his teacher's like Prague.
I love the idea of him taking the SAT and be like, I can't even bubble my name in. I can't even. I'm not even allowed to take this.
Bubbles.
I can't even bubble this.
Excuse me, miss. Can I get some more bubbles? My pencil's out of lead
I
too.
think I just have to fail. I also have carpal tunnel just from my own name. This really hurts.
But that kid, he you know, that's the thing. Like the Magnus Carlsen guy, right? He's the best for now. But Grand Master, sure.
Right.
But are you a true master? You never own the thing.
Right.
It's always somebody better is going to come along. That's how it should be, right? Sure. Otherwise, all this stuff comes to an end. It's all fucking dust, right?
And the better guy is apparently some Indian uncle who thinks he's so awesome at chess.
Right.
That's always them. Like the thing with my dad has always been, I'm a master before I'm a master. And I think they've always had this. Like, I know.
Of course.
And I think that's a very dangerous way to think, because when you have that, even that smallest amount of I know, is when you've stopped.
I think the I know in Indian dads really comes from like being very patriarchal around their wives, because they can't ever show vulnerability around their wives. Like, I get it. Okay, yeah, whatever, man. Putin, yeah, I
She's
get
like,
it.
they're
Don't worry.
not coming, and he's
But
like,
don't
I
put
know
away
how
that
to do it.
newspaper, okay? I'll tell you everything, okay? That's like their level.
I've never said an idea about politics to my dad, which he hasn't met with. I'm a stupid idiot.
Yeah.
That needs to be fed more milk.
Okay, yeah, he said, should drink more milk. You seem tired.
He's a tired boy. Someone's learning about Luhansk. Very cute. My dad also lived in Russia.
Dad also lived in Russia, though.
So there's nothing. I haven't even mentioned it.
Patrice Lumumba University.
Yeah. I think he has like a little home calendar. He changed today. He crossed out the name and just wrote Christmas on today. Dude, he's happy about whatever's going on.
He's happy. He's happy. That's all that matters, you know?
Yes, it's my dad happy.
Yeah.
Dude.
It's like, when does that ever happen?
Apparently, you just have to bomb Ukraine, and all of a sudden he said, "I love you today." What's that about, dude?
Oh, what a beautiful day!
I'm sorry, Ukrainians, but my dad loves
Come
me
here,
now.
Nadius. Give me a kiss. Mwah. I love you, dear. I love you.
I'm about to invade that pussy later. You know what I'm saying? So my dad's really happy. So I guess there's small wins.
Is he really happy?
No,
that would be pretty hilarious if he's like that into
That's what I'm talking about.
Eastern European geopolitics.
My dad loves the idea. His Christmas is like the USSR bloc reigniting.
Yeah,
Yeah. Jesus
I mean,
Christ.
there are a lot of like really funny like hard leftists that you see on Twitter who are just like Putin rocks, and I'm like these guys are fucking kooky.
Putin is a rock.
He is a rock.
I'll say that.
He's built like a rock.
But here's the thing. It's like I think learning, because I kind of I don't look at my own sets enough, and I know that that's what the guru within is screaming to be seen.
Yeah, I hate looking at my own
Because
sets.
you have to look at yourself. And here's the thing, we're just scared, and this is the ego of what we see ourselves as and what the truth is, right? And that distance, we're terrified of closing it. We're terrified of closing that distance.
It's very difficult in general to truly perceive oneself. You can't really do it, actually.
And we have the opportunity, and if you have the opportunity, it's right there. We still shy away.
We shy away from it, right? We shy away like it's looking directly into the sun or something. I mean, not intentionally, but it's very difficult to truly perceive. It's much easier to look at other people and be like, oh, this is what's wrong here, and here with this set.
100.
Right? It's way more difficult to turn that lens around and like.
We have the ability to access our own guru by just filming ourselves and looking at it. But we don't do it.
Yeah, I can't.
And it's fucking lame because it's the fear.
It's just pure ego.
It's just pure ego.
It's just
the fear.
pure ego.
And it's the fear overtaking the ego and being like, well, I'm here now.
Yeah.
Okay.
Very different.
I'll
very
watch a
difficult.
set.
I mean, the only way you can truly do it is through like pure presence. You know what I mean? Truly, true pure presence, and that's that's a level of spiritual mastery. It goes beyond comedy. It goes beyond any specific thing, right?
Yeah.
It's beyond any modality of craft or whatever.
Swamis look at tapes of them meditating?
Yeah, they're just
they're
like,
like,
you're a
what the
bit
fuck?
off there.
Oh, God.
You're a bit off.
What are you, Christian? What is this? Oh, God. Dude, you're in the past. You're in the future.
Where'd you get those mala beads, you loser?
You're fondling them all weird. You're not even doing it right.
Those aren't your dick, okay? Those are mala beads, you idiot.
Om J Jigade shit. Array, dude. You suck. You suck. Here's the thing. We don't got to go too far on this. We have our guest already here.
Coming up, yeah.
Any last thoughts on growth, mentoring?
On all of this stuff. Well, first of all, check out all the TV shows Usama's been on.
Come on, bro.
I've got a TV show coming up too.
Yo, dude, it's
by
gonna
the
be
way.
fucking
And
hot, dude.
who's this TV? Who's this little TV hub? Hey, this will probably be out after that even comes out.
It rhymes with claw and border.
It's gonna be a good time. Though.
Exciting.
Yeah,
dude.
it's weird. I never think of myself as an actor, but
Dude, it's
that's
gonna be
what's
great.
happening now.
Dude, I'll be like right there with the popcorn.
Right there with the popcorn.
Hell yeah. Pausing,
You better
rewinding.
be a very small handful of popcorn because for my scene,
That's hilarious.
I ain't no Ron Wheaton yet. You know what I'm saying?
Don't do the thing where you throw the popcorn up and catch it, because by the time it comes down,
I'm
the
gone.
show's
I'm a
over,
ghost. Listen, I have one line. I'm with the main characters.
It's gonna be great. It's gonna be
you
great,
know,
dude. It's the beginning. It's the beginning of the journey.
It's the beginning. It's my first
how it is, dude.
acting role.
Come on, man. Come on.
This has been the Mango Bay Podcast, guys. Don't forget to subscribe on Patreon. Stay subscribed on YouTube, Spotify, Apple Podcasts. Definitely get on the Patreon, though. Hours and hours and hours of bonus content. Write us a review on Apple, Spotify.
BJP.net.
BJP.net.
Come
on.
Muslims.org.
Muslims.org, ISIS.net, wherever. Wherever you get any comment section you're in, bomb it with some Mango Bay Gyan.
Taliban.gov.
Yeah, seriously.
If you know what I mean.
Taliban.love. We love you guys. Thank you.
Come again.
Your Mango Bay.